Welcome back to the Euro 2024 predictions. Sophie, we've got predictions for day 3 today.
Yeah, I'm getting into this, and let's go for 2,000 likes again on this one.
Let's make sure we do it, guys. Click that thumbs up button, get involved, make sure to subscribe as well, and share your predictions down in the comments. We are interested to see what you guys have to say. There's 3 games to predict, Sophie, and let's start with Poland versus the Netherlands. This is the first game from Group D, and this is a difficult group because you've got Poland, Netherlands, France and Austria. Netherlands really need to win this game. Poland could do with getting something. What do you think?
Do you know what? I'm going to edge the Netherlands, to be honest. Poland, they've got a couple of good players and they're not a bad team, but Netherlands for me are the favourites in this game, and I think they have got a stronger all-round team, so I'm leaning towards them.
Yes, Netherlands have some good players. I feel like Virgil van Dijk will be crucial.
Yeah, leading that back line.
Yes, they've got Depay, they've got Gakpo, they've got lots of great attacking players, and they might be one of the favourites to do well in this competition.
Yeah.
They take on Poland, Sophie, who only just qualified by beating Wales in the qualifiers on penalties. Of course, their star man is Lewandowski, and I do think he will be crucial for Poland in this tournament, but he is set to miss the first game against the Netherlands. But they've got a couple of decent players in the likes of Szczesny and Zielinski as well. This is difficult for Poland. If they could get a draw, that would be a good result for them. And I'm going to go for a little surprise and back Poland to get a draw. I reckon they'll put in a defensive performance. They might nick 1 goal and hold the Netherlands to a 1-1 draw.
Okay, I agree in some respects that Poland might get a goal. But for me, Netherlands are going to win this. I'm not going to go massively in favour of them. I'm going to say 2-1. So not a great deal separating the two. But I think overall, the Netherlands will put in a better performance. And most importantly, walk away with the 3 points.
Yeah. Do you think Netherlands have a chance of maybe winning the Euros this year?
I mean, they've got a chance. Everyone's got a chance. But for me, they're not the favourites.
Yeah. I think what will be a good test for the Netherlands is when they play France, because they're in the same group as them.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
On to the next game then, Sophie, and we go to Group C, where it is Slovenia versus Denmark. Now, these are the 2 teams in England's group, and we'll come on to England in a minute. Denmark, of course, we remember how well they did in the Euros 3 years ago. They got to the semi-finals, and it was only England who managed to stop them in their tracks. They've got a couple of decent players, of course. They've got the likes of Schmeichel, they've got Delaney, they've got Poulsen, they've got Vestergaard, they've got Højbjerg. Yeah, very decent players at Denmark. They take on Slovenia, who have a couple of decent players. They've got Jan Oblak in goal, they've got Sporar. You feel like if Slovenia are going to get anything here, they're going to have to keep things very tight.
Yeah.
I just think Denmark will break them down eventually. I think it'd be a tough game for both. Slovenia really need to get something, but I think Denmark will get the win here. I'm going to go Slovenia 0, Denmark 1.
Okay, yeah, I actually agree with you. I see it being quite a tight game. Yeah, I don't see there being loads of goals in this one, so I do agree with your scoreline, and I'm just going to edge Denmark to win 1-0.
Yes, so we're both going for Denmark to beat Slovenia 1-0. It should be an interesting game, guys. Share your thoughts down below. I'm sure there will be a surprise somewhere. Will it be in this game? Could Slovenia get a win?
Who knows?
Who knows? On to the final game from day 3, and we've got Serbia versus England. Sophie, England are back in a major tournament. How are you feeling coming into this?
Well, everyone knows our form isn't great going into it. We've got a very, very weak back line, and I think that could be the difference between us winning this competition and not going too far. We've got very, very strong attacking players. We know that, hence why some very, very good players haven't made it into the final squad. But I think it could be our back line that could cause us some issues.
Absolutely, yes. There's been a lot of negative talk before this game because of the results leading up to this, but I don't get too fussed about friendlies. I don't mind losing to Iceland if we're going to go on and do well in the tournament. But yeah, it's not a great look. And of course, there's lots of England fans that are never too impressed with Gareth Southgate's selection, but I don't think he can win half the time because whatever he does, I feel like people will criticise. I do think England's back line, as you highlighted, is not the strongest. And Serbia have a couple of decent players. They've got Milinkovic-Savic, they've got Tadic, they've got Mitrovic. I think Serbia will score.
Okay.
And I don't think it'll be comfortable for England, because I just think sometimes we maybe think we're better than we are.
Oh, we massively overestimate ourselves, but that's because we're looking at our players when they play for their club, and then when they play for England, they're sometimes completely different players.
But I do think England are fortunate to get the group that they have got, and should win this group. As you've mentioned, great players. Bellingham, he could be crucial. How many goals will he get? How many goals will Harry Kane get? Will Foden be important? Will Jordan Pickford make some big saves? As for a prediction, I do think England will edge this game, but I just think we'll make hard work of it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I'm going to go Serbia 1, England 2. That's my prediction. I think England will just win this game, but I think it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, do you know what? I was going to say the same 2-1, but I might feel a little bit more positive. I'm going to throw another goal in there. I wouldn't even be surprised if we went 1-0 down, and then maybe the crowd starts to turn on the manager, on the players, and you think, oh my gosh, we can't be losing this. But I think we will turn it around, and we've got very, very good attacking players. It's just whether they will play well together and link up quite well. But for me, England are going to win 3-1. I think a lot of people, after watching the Iceland game, will think, where are these 3 goals going to come from? But I'm hoping on the main stage, the big players will put in a good performance and will get the 3 points.
That's interesting, because I had put 3-1 to England, and then I changed my mind.
I went the other way around. I was going to say 2-1, but then I went, nah, 3-1.
Yeah, I just think, like I said, England will make hard work of it. It could be a disaster if we lose this game, actually, because if we don't win our group, say if we come second or third, we will have a very difficult game in the next round. I think if we come second, the chances are we could probably play Germany in the round of 16, which, with them being the hosts, I think is a very difficult game. And what's quite typical with England in these major tournaments is we don't tend to win 3 out of the 3 group games. We tend to draw 1 or lose 1. But there you go. We're both backing England to get off to a winning start. We're both backing Denmark, and we're a bit split on the Poland versus Netherlands game. Guys, that wraps up our predictions for day 3 of Euro 2024. Make sure to share your predictions down in the comments, and make sure, of course, to drop a like and subscribe. It's worth getting involved. You will see our videos when they go out. Tomorrow, Sophie, we will be back with day 4 of the Euros predictions. We will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace out.